The Magic Wand tool, which you'll find right here, bases its selections on like-colored pixels. Let's take a look at the corn image very quickly. What do we have here? Well, we have different shades of green, and we have different shades of this off-white yellow. This tolerance number plays a huge role in how many pixels this tool will pick up. Let me go ahead and show you something. I'm going to put this number at 100 and hit enter or return to accept that. And then I'll click on the green part of the corn. Notice that not only does it pick up the green and the light green and all the variants of that color, but anything that looks kind of close even inside of the corn, which are the darker areas. Let me go ahead and press Command or Control D to deselect. This time I'll go to the opposite extreme and I'll make it something like 5. Once again, I'll hit enter or return to accept that number. Let's return to the corn, click again, and look at that, one glowing pixel. Because whatever I clicked on, the tolerance was so low that it only selected that one pixel and none of the other pixels because they were either darker or lighter. So I'm going to deselect that and increase that number to 25. Let's try that again. See the difference? Now I'm going to bump it up to 45. Okay, I think you get the idea by now. Now, what does anti-alias and contiguous have to do with anything? Well, first of all, anti-aliasing is going to tell Photoshop to either leave a straight line, which means no fuzziness at your selection border, or to leave a little fuzziness. Now, when you want to do something organic, it's kind of good to have anti-aliasing on, so that the edges are not completely there. I mean, straight, stiff, nothing there at all to give it any kind of border or softness. So if you're going to do something like coloring for comic books or comic strips or a logo, then you don't want anti-aliasing on when you want to select something. But if you're selecting skin or feathers or that kind of thing, then it's a good way to get a nice soft selection. Now, contiguous tells the tool to either select pixels that are close to each other or to just pick similar pixels across the entire image. Now, look at the corn here. We see we have this nice light area, and we also have light areas here and up here. With contiguous on, if I click on the corn, it's going to select only those pixels that are attached to one another. I'll go ahead and deselect that, uncheck contiguous, and click again, and notice the difference. It goes up here to the upper right, upper left, and everywhere it finds a similarly colored pixel. That can have many benefits, especially if you're doing something like a sky and you want to grab all the clouds, or you just want to grab the sky itself, or trees and leaves, something that's going to be all over your image so you don't have to hold down the shift key to add to your selection. And speaking of which, if I do want to click on something and add to the selection that the Magic Wand has selected, I hold Shift on my keyboard and click elsewhere to add. And that is how you use the Magic Wand tool and its many options to make selections inside of your images.